Are you on the fence about Gaia? Maybe you got Narja and you're wondering, should I get her partner Gaia? I am here to hopefully help you make that decision or not. First, what does Gaia do? What should you pull for her? First, she might be the I think she is the best in slot support for Narja. So that might be the main reason that you will pull. However, I'm gonna say if you're looking to build Narja has DPS, I think you can choose another partner and will do a better job. So let's go over into this. So Narja, of course, she's a controller. She supports controllers, right? So what is the controller additional effect? Increase the assigned combatant's defense by 8%, plus 20% defense-based damage amount to the assigned combatant's instinct card. So here is why you might not want to pick pull for her. The main reason, and it is because right now this is very specific to Narja. One, they need to be defense based, right? So increase the assigned combatant defense by 8%. I mean, I guess he will be fine for another controller to get more defense. So, okay, but they wouldn't be contributing damage. For Narja, this is contributing damage. And of course, this is also instinct cards, more defense based damage, right? Now, the other part, which is this is why it makes a best in a slot for Narja, and this is specifically for the support build for Narja. The support build for Narja, this just gives more to the team. So when using a unique attack card or the assigned combatant with an original cost of 6, of course they're talking about mealtime here, of course, plus 20% to damage amount of all allies. So she's buffing the team for free here after she uses mealtime. So this is great. Now, the active ego skill is 60% defense-based damage times 4 and draw one attack card. Now, drawing one attack card is great, and I think it is one of the best ego skills in the game whenever you can draw cards. And the fact that it draws one attack card, so you're guaranteed to be a one attack card, because that's usually what you want when you're drawing. You want an attack card. At least when I play, that's what I usually end after when I'm drawing. So this is great. Now, I'm not going to go out of my way and say that she's a must pull, because she's not. So let's again, I think I already addressed some of the negatives. Some of the negatives is like this is very specific to one character, right? Very specific. And that's kind of bad. Now, what I'll tell you is that the devs are very good at, you know what? I was going to say that they're very good at going back and buffing characters, but what I want to say is that they are actually like from the recent developers note, and I'm going to put it on screen here. And basically, they went back and buffed 3 of the previous partners. So if at any point, I'm not saying that they will come back and buff Gaya. I think she's fine the way she is, but I think this part of the passive that just limited to mealtime is kind of bad. So I could see them in the future go back and actually changing this so it applies to more cards than just the original 6 costs. Because it's kind of bad, right? I feel that's kind of bad because she can only her can use it, and you might not be able to use it at the start of battle either way. And it's only 20 plus 20% to damage amount of allies. You know, it could be more, right? Of course, this is 1 star. If it's 1 ego, if it's just 4 egos, it will be more. So, But anyway, what I want to talk about also is that they did went back and buff other characters, other partners. So the partners, so Asteria is getting buff. West Mascot is getting buff. So I think the West Mascot getting buff is going to make our best in slot for Yuki now. And last one is Izuku, which is for Izuku, which is for Ichizuru. She's getting buff. So I want to say there's a possibility that they can go back and change this at some point. I'm not saying that they will, but it is possible since the devs have shown that they are willing to make changes, which is unlike many other gachas I have played. Usually the characters release, unless there is a huge backlash from the fan base, they usually don't go back and make any changes to any characters. But the devs here are willing to do so. Now, I want to close this out with what other thing I could say about Gaya. I think character design and backstory of even the partners in this game is great. Like, look at the design. They did. If I didn't know already. If you show me this, I will think this is a playable character. If I was starting this game today, because the design looks great. So that might be another reason if you want to pull for her, but you don't necessarily have to pull for her now. And same thing applies for Narja. Why? Because these are no limited characters, and what that means is they are going to get added to the normal rescue. So once the banner is gone next week, Gaya is going to be here. So you can try to get her here. Same thing for Narja. Narja is going to be available here. So that's what it is. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you on the next one.